Let me show you how to never waste another opportunity ever. And I mean ever again. If you follow these steps, tools, and principles and these strategies that I'll share with you, it's a can't miss approach. This is part two of what I want to share with you called No Opportunity Wasted. Calling it now. Now means no opportunity wasted. If you remember, just the other day, I gave you part one, no opportunity wasted. And of course, once you go back, check out part one, we'll wind it a little bit. I'm just going to briefly recap, but I told you you have to make in part one discomfort your new best friend. It's got to become your new best friend. I said you've got to get into a particular place of embracing delayed gratification. If you're not going to waste opportunity, you got to delay gratification. Then I also mentioned that discipline beats motivation any and every single time. Let's move on. As we're talking about part two of no opportunity wasted, really moving into the place of now, the question becomes, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? What are you going to sacrifice to get the opportunity? What morals and values are you going to stick? What are going to be your standards to say you're going to go after this? You're going to make it happen by any means necessary. One of the things that you have to do, and that a lot of people are struggling with, hear me, a lot of people are struggling with this, and that is controlling their emotions. You have to control your emotions, right? You got to be level headed. You can never let your feelings dictate your actions. Have to remain level headed at all times. Logic and discipline have to lead the way every single time. Too many people, they're on an emotional roller coaster. They're up and they're down. And I want you to understand this. They're as fickle as Michigan weather. If you live in Michigan or if you've been in Michigan any time or two, you know that you can get all four seasons in the matter of 4 hours, if not quicker than that. But for most people, and they're just so erratic emotionally, right? They don't even know what they want. Somebody decides what they get, and generally what they get is what they don't want. But how do they know what they don't want if they don't know what they do want? Are you confused yet? So is the person who doesn't know what they want. You've got to get off the emotional roller coaster. And I want you to understand this. Get me on this. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. The problem is when emotions have you. Emotions are bad leaders. Unchecked emotions can wreck your life. You squander an opportunity because you cannot hold your attitude. You cannot hold your emotions. Your whole face card is off. you rolling your eyes and you're kissing your teeth and you're smacking your lips and doing all that other stuff. Who wants to deal with that? You have to be able to develop and adopt a poker face. You have to be able to not allow everybody else to read what it is that you are thinking. You have to have an element of mystery about yourself. You have to have your emotions in check. And here's where emotional maturity comes into place. Here's where emotional intelligence comes into place. Right? Being emotionally regulated is hard work. But here's what I understand. It is heart work. It's hard work to get out of an emotional prison. It's hard work to get out of psychological pain and emotional incarceration. That takes development. That takes discipline. Right? If you're going to not waste an opportunity, If it's going to be to a particular place, it's going to be to a particular place of no opportunity wasted. Don't waste your emotions. Don't find yourself giving people a piece of their mind, giving people a piece of your mind to only be left with just a piece of your mind, but no peace of mind. Are you hearing me? Stop giving everybody a piece of your mind. You do not have to accept every invitation that you are invited to. You do not have to accept every argumentative invitation that you are invited to. Stop wasting your breath. Save your breath. Save your peace of mind. Stop stressing out so that you can have emotional regulation, so that you don't squander the opportunity. Next, you have to create a daily system. You're going to have to create a daily system, a daily framework. You're going to have to create a daily reference of mine of how it is, because success is not built on flying by the seat of your pants. Success is not built on randomness, right? Nobody plans to fail, but a whole lot of people fail to plan. So you have to be regimented in your day to day. Give every time block in your day a task. What I mean, I'm talking about you not wasting hours in your day. You're not doom scrolling. You're not just sitting down, binge watching TV, and you haven't even taken care of your work. You're not just doing emotional eating, but you're seeing food as fuel. So when you see food as fuel for your body, you don't just eat anything. You don't just put anything in your body. You don't just consume any and everything, but you're structured. You're structuring your life. You're structuring your body. You're structuring your peace of mind. You're structuring your days so discipline becomes effortless. Listen, for me to get a hold of my appetite, for me to get a hold on my eating habits, it was frustrating in the beginning. Why? Because my palate, my appetite had a passion, had a zest, had a zeal, had a craving for certain kind of chips, for certain kind of candy, for pizza, right? But when I began to take that out of my diet, yes, I had the cravings initially. But when I began to move into a greater place of discipline, the cravings lessened and they lessened. And guess what increased? The desire for more protein, the desire for fruits and vegetables, the desire to eat healthy, because I understood how my body felt based upon eating food that fuels me versus makes me feel empty, depleted, and tired. Right? So I have to create this particular daily system. What does the daily system look like for your physical and your mental health? What does the daily system look like for your nutrition and your exercise? What does the daily system look like for your spiritual upliftment and your spiritual enrichment? What does the daily system look like, right? For your education, for your self-esteem and your self-awareness, how you're pouring back into yourself, for how you go about working your purpose. You have to create that. You cannot live a life of randomness and expect to be successful. You cannot live a life of randomness and expect that your income is going to increase unless you increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. And these are things that I teach. These are things that I actually model in our amazing Eagles community, where I'm coaching, where I'm teaching, where I'm training, where I'm mentoring you. I want you to go to the website, theeaglesacademy.com. Once you join, you need to be in a system where you're getting specialized coaching. You need to be in a particular place where you're in a collaborative community. You need to be in a particular aspect and in an arena and an environment where you're receiving strategic ideas for implementation, right? You got to do those things. Next, what we also have to do, we have to do the hard things first. No opportunity wasted. You got to do the hard things first. It's kind of what that great writer Mark Twain said. He said, eat the frog first. It is an analogy, not necessarily eating frog legs now. It's just an analogy specifically for doing the hard thing first. Take care of the hard task first. Do the thing that seems to be so monotonous. But here's what we do. Whenever it's time for us to complete a task, we always find something else to do. Come on, you start cleaning up the garage. You start vacuuming the house. Not that it doesn't need to be done, But it doesn't need to be done when you know you need to do the task that's at hand right now. Come on. You find any and everything to do except what needs to be done. You got to do the hard things first. Always doing the hard things first makes every project that you're going to do after that may be deemed to be hard, it's going to make it a little bit easier. Because here's what you're not doing now. Now you're not moving to a place of procrastination. And procrastination is the arrogant belief that God's going to give you another opportunity to do what he told you to do today. He already told you to do it today. Today is the day to seize the moment. Today is your carpe diem. It's your Latin carpe diem moment. What does that mean? To seize the day. It's to seize this minute. It's to seize this moment. The longer you delay what needs to be done, the longer you delay your purpose. The longer you delay what needs to be done, the more that delay has power over you. So here's what you have to do. You have to handle it now. Now. W. Clement Stone. Out of the 1800s, he was a speaker during the 1800s, and he said the way to beat procrastination, because a lot of times we suffer with that. A lot of times that becomes our kryptonite. It used to be one of mine. You know, if I'm not very regimented with my day, I can slip into that. But he said the way to beat procrastination is you have to retrain your brain. You have to frame your brain. And one of the things that he said each and every single day that you wake up, first thing in the morning, I want you to say this 50 times. Do it now. Do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do now, do now, do now. Right? So based upon me saying that, I am now training my brain to where when I see a task, I don't avoid it. I don't wait for it later. Now, rather than later. Now and later, right? that's old school for some of us candy lovers. But doing it now rather than later. Then he said, before you go to bed as well, say do it now as well, 50 times. I am retraining my brain. I am working on the circumference of my cognitive thinking to where I am mind mapping. I am moving myself into a particular place mentally to say, I am not going to avoid what needs to be addressed. I am going to do it now. I am going to do the hard thing first. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and I am going to handle it now. That's where it has to be. Do it now, do it now, do it now, rather than trying to do it later. Who knows if the later of what it is that you're expecting, that opportunity will be there. We talk about no opportunity wasted. Are you wasting the opportunity because you're procrastinating? Procrastinating is waiting. Procrastinating is wasting. There's wasting in procrastinating. I have to do it now. I have to take advantage of the opportunity in the situation, even right now. Next, last but not least, here's what you have to do, because I mentioned that you have to get into a particular place. If you're going to move into a place of taking advantage of it now, no opportunity wasted, got to control your emotions. You have to create a daily system. You have to do the hard thing first. Do the hard things first. Last but not least, you have to surround yourself with high standards. Surround yourself with people who exemplify high standards. Many of us, we think we have a circle, but we have a cage. And you have a cage because in that cage are individuals who are haters, not elevators, not movers, not shakers, not history makers and record breakers and trendsetters and trailblazers. Right? They are not individuals who are developing your dreams and trying to encourage you to go after your dreams. They're drama killers. They're drama-filled folks. They're dream killers. Bringing drama and they're dream killing. So you have to move into a particular place to where you understand this. You rise to your circle's level or you sink to their comfort. I'm going to either rise to the level and the standard of my circle, or I'm going to sink to the level of those who are in the cage. So here's what you have to do. You have to choose wisely. Who is going to be in your company? Association brings about assimilation. Don't tell me that you're hanging around certain people who have no goals, no dreams, no ideas, or no ideals, no standards, and that won't rub off on you. It will. Association brings about assimilation. And if you can't change the people that you're around, change the people that you're around. This is what has to happen. This is what has to take place. Because when you're around people who will not take advantage of opportunities, right? Who don't see now as no opportunity wasted, they will prevent you from seizing the moment. They're going to stop you from getting to the next level. They're going to make sure that you waste the opportunity. Why? Because if you don't waste the opportunity, guess what it now does? It now puts them in a negative light. It now showcases and shines a light on their struggles and the ineptitude internally within them. And now you've got to be around people who you can learn from, not always just teach. Got to be around people who want to see you shine, who internalize this fact that a win for you is a win for them too. And that's exactly what takes place in the most transformative online mentorship and community space for leaders to grow their ideas, their impact, their influence, and ultimately their income. And ladies and gentlemen, that place is nothing other than the Eagles Academy. I want you to go there right now, theeaglesacademy.com. I want you to tap the Enroll Now button. Join us in our amazing community where we're cultivating leaders like yourself, where we're increasing your ideas, your impact, your influence, so that you can take this quantum leap transformation, so that you can experience quantum leap transformation. It's time for you to shift from uncertain to unstoppable. It's time for you to aspire higher. It's time for you to turn roadblocks into runways so that you can take flight now, so that you can soar on wings as the eagle that you are. Eagles, empowered, authentically gifted leaders envisioning success. This is what it is all about. And so what are you going to receive? You're going to receive specialized coaching. I'm talking about real practical strategies in our Eagles community. Through mentoring, through the teaching, the coaching, the training, what it is that I give. You'll be in an atmosphere, an environment, an electric atmosphere, an energetic environment that provides actionable steps and resources, right? You're going to get in innovative strategies that you can actually employ. I'm talking about real practical information, real practical strategies. You're going to move into a greater place of transformation. The things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to complete, don't you see yourself writing that book? Let me show you how to do that. Don't you see yourself getting more clarity in your communication? Let me show you how to do that. Let me give you the actionable steps so that you can now move into this collaborative community of where it is that we are in, to where your network really becomes your net worth. Time for you to access a community that provides opportunity. No opportunity wasted. Now, I want you to go to theeaglesacademy.com. Go there right now. Don't waste this opportunity. Don't waste this moment. Don't let this opportunity pass you by to get into an amazing community like the Eagles Academy. Go there right now, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Enroll Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee that you're going to be transformed. I know you're transformed by this conversation. Drop a love donation. I know you're transformed by this conversation. Send a gift. Send a love donation. On Cash App to $Dr. Eddie Ministries. $Dr. Eddie Ministries. On PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com. Info@EddieConnor.com. And then even on Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. I appreciate all of your support. I'm doing the work not just online, but also offline in the community, rolling up my sleeves, empowering, mentoring, giving back. Your gifts help me to give back in a greater way. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your support, your prayers, your love, your donations, your thumbs up. Yeah, if you haven't done that, hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, it's been an explosion. It's been an explosion of quantum leap transformation. You're going to experience that in our Eagles community, in my Eagles Academy for sure. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I've been growing your greatness. Help me grow our channel for change. The channel that creates change, the channel that breaks chains. I want you to do that even right now. And then, of course, follow me on all the social sites. EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name, family. EddieConnor. Let me know what you thought about the show in the comments below. If you know this resonated with you, just type the word now. Type the word now. Now, type the word now. This resonated with you. This spoke life into your life at all. Y'all, once again, let me know what you thought about the show in the comments below. On your mark, get set, go. You know I got to go, but I want you to know it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Yo, brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher.